Hey, Mario Rodriguez here, and you're watching the review Sanctum, where everything and anything may be reviewed. Today we're talking about Jurassic World, The Fallen Kingdom. And yes, I just came home from watching it with my friends. It was pretty cool. I'm going to try to avoid the spoilers. I think the movie just came out either this weekend or last weekend. I don't really keep track of the opening dates. But it is very, very new. There are some parts that I just, how can I not mention them? Because it just, struck a chord with me. But I'm going to try to avoid very heavy spoilers. And of course, there'll still be some spoilers here, so be warned. But I'm going to try not to go very, very deep into it. So basically the plot-wise, that the dinosaurs are now in Isla Nublar, like from the last movie, that was where Jurassic World once was and everything. And this island now has a very active volcano, and if it explodes and stuff, the whole island's going to be destroyed. And basically speaking, every last trace of dinosaurs, all of them are just stuck there. And if no one does anything, the island's going to go down. It's going to just, be whatever's going to be destroyed. And dinosaurs will be extinct again for a second time here. And this movie basically, keeps going after all the movies, all the Jurassic Park movies we've seen in the Lost World and Jurassic Park and all that stuff. And humanity by now has already gotten used to the fact of dinosaurs existing. I mean, there's people that went to Jurassic Park back in the day, so they're used to dinosaurs actually existing and everything. And it would be very bad for them to just see them extinct a second time. So there's a lot of debate and stuff. Should we save them? Should we just let them die anyways? Because technically speaking, they were extinct, and we shouldn't have brought them to modern day anyways or whatever. But that's the thing. So they hired this lady here, this woman, I forgot her name, she's a woman from the previous movie, from Jurassic World, and they want her help, this big estates and whatever, they want her help to rescue the dinosaurs. She knows how to track them and everything, and they of course call Bill, which is a guy played by Chris Pratt, who was the dinosaur trainer from the last movie, so they bring him back because he recognized the dinosaurs. And the dinosaur Blue from the last movie comes back in this one. Obviously Blue is a lot bigger now, but she's very hard to capture. She's very smart. She's the last of her kind, and they need her help. They need these guys' help to get them and stuff. So yeah, they hired him to go help capture the dinosaurs, and they have this nerdy dude there that knows how all the technology stuff, and they got this girl that she knows medical stuff. Her name is Zia, I think. And to be honest, I was very surprised. I thought that Zia and the nerd guy were both gonna be the expendable people. They were gonna but they actually survived through the movie. That's actually surprising. And they go to the estate. One of these old guys has a granddaughter named Macy and everything, and she's this girl that sees things and overhears conversations, because of course this is all secretly an evil plot. Originally they were supposed to do, there was this big island that was made or something that would be their new home, the dinosaurs' new home, and it was kind of a plot to get the dinosaurs off the island before it explodes and put them on this new island to make them safe. But instead, they're actually going to steal them all and try to sell them off to all kinds of criminals and evil businessmen that want to use them as dangerous weapons or for hunting for sport or stuff like that, or weaponize them and stuff. And they're making this new dinosaur. It's called I think it was called the Endoraptor, that was going to be basically just the perfect killing machine, can track anything, can kill anything. And the thing the main reason they wanted Blue was because Blue was already trained and stuff by Chris Pratt's character. They wanted to get his DNA, her DNA, I think it was a she, her DNA, her essence of being trained and stuff by humans, so they could add it to the Endoraptor, so the Endoraptor can also have that kind of thing where it could now obey human command and kill on command and be more under control. So, yeah, our heroes discovered there was a big setup. They gotta escape all the military bad guys. They gotta escape the island blowing up, because these guys were just gonna leave them there, basically. They're just gonna leave them there and stuff. And they have to escape the island. They have to go back to shore. They have to go back to the big estate mansion and stuff. They have to find Macy. They have to stop these bad guys from capturing the dinosaurs, selling them off the auction and stuff. And as you would expect, of course, they had the auction, they saw the dinosaurs and stuff. They mentioned the Endoraptor, and even though it was a prototype, it wasn't finished yet, he didn't have Blue's programming in there yet. The bad guys were all 24 million, 26 million, 28 million, so they still wanted them anyways. And of course the bad guys were too greedy, and they let them, they let them buy it anyway. And during all the commotion and all the crap, as you would expect, dinosaurs would escape. the Indoraptor escaped and started attacking and mauling people and stuff like that. And it was like a big race to, I guess, to both escape the Indoraptor, but also stop the bad guys' plan so that they wouldn't ship off dinosaurs to, you know, evil businessmen and stuff like that. So through it all, it's a big roller coaster, but if you hear what I'm saying, like it does sound more about like the bad guys' plots and I guess like the legacy. So a lot of the movie was discussing a bit at the beginning, you know, should we or should we not like save the dinosaurs? Should we just let them to die on the island, as bad as it sounds? The big part was, of course, the evil plan, the talking. We gotta get the Indoraptor. We gotta capture all these guys. The discovery that they're not really saving them. They're capturing them to sell them and stuff like that. So there was a lot of like human drama, a lot of like the human villains and stuff like that. So some people might have complained a little bit, maybe, that there wasn't enough dinosaur action here and there. But you know, for what it was worth, it was still pretty cool. There was enough dinosaurs, give or take. You know, the T-Rex had its awesome scenes. The bad guys, of course, got what they were coming to them. There were very cool scenes. There was this awkward scene, or like, I don't know, it's just so dangerous, where Blue got shot. They were supposed to just tase her, but someone actually just fucking shot her. So they have to remove the bullet, but she needed blood. So they have to go to a sleeping, you know, tranked out T-Rex and try to get like his or her blood to like for a transfusion while trying not to get killed by the dinosaur. The dinosaur was waking up, and like that whole sequence of being in there and being crammed because they were inside some kind of cage thing. So you know, it was very cramped space. It was just like that whole scene just got me on the edge of my seat of what was gonna happen. And yeah, it was pretty interesting. It was still a good movie though, a lot of drama. The characters are still kind of cool. You kind of care about them in a way. I kind of liked it. They didn't have that many characters. We had Chris Pratt and his wife, ex-girlfriend, whatever they were. And but at the same time, you had Zia and the other guy. So there were enough. There were not that many characters to keep track of and stuff. There weren't that many annoying kids. Macy was more like a smart girl that kind of overheard the villain plan. She knew her way around the mansion, so she wasn't as annoying as other movies are with the annoying kids, and the kids are always in trouble, and the movie's about saving the kids. So she was kind of cool. But the thing I just can't, this is like a big spoiler, but oh my god, and we went into that territory. So this whole movie, like the entire series from day one was about cloning dinosaurs. They cloned a dinosaur from Amber in the first Jurassic Park, and all of this is going on with cloning and stuff. And of course, the last movie introduced the idea of just creating a brand new dinosaur from scratch, which of course this movie also did it with the Indoraptor. But like Macy herself was actually a clone of her mother. Was actually a human clone of her mother. That was revealed halfway, like near the end of the movie, kind of, sorta. And it's like, wow, we're gonna go into that now. So I don't want to spoil too much about the ending of the movie, but I mean, there has to be a sequel. There just has to be some kind of sequel that addresses what happens at the end of this movie. And I don't know where they're gonna go with this girl now being a clone. You can't just reveal that and ignore it. You gotta do something with that. But the thing is, since these guys are so connected now, I wonder if it's going to be kind of a trilogy of Jurassic World, and then Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and then some other movie, because like I think Chris Pratt and the other woman there are very like, they're so involved that how can they not be in the next movie? Like they're really involved right now with the dinosaurs and the creation of the dinosaurs and whether or not they should be alive or not, that I just can't see them not being in the next movie. And it's pretty interesting. But what can I say? I liked it though. It's interesting. Again, I mean, it was on the fine line. It was in the fine line between not enough dinosaurs and enough dinosaurs. But in my case, I still cared about the characters, the human characters, enough to see how they were going to escape the exploding island and shit, how they were going to stop all these bad guys, how they were going to like uncover the plans and stop the evil auction for dinosaurs. It was so cool. The dude who played Armin Zola in the first Captain America movie was one of the bad guys doing the auctions and stuff, and I was like, I knew that guy looked familiar from somewhere. But yeah, and of course Goldblum made a cameo there during the beginning and the end. He was mostly talking all that stuff about like how dangerous it is, like how dangerous it was that we brought dinosaurs back in modern day when they should have just stayed in history. We altered history basically by bringing them back and stuff like that. So it's kind of interesting. He had a good kind of Yeah, it was a cameo role, basically. He wasn't really in the movie. In the movie, he was kind of like a cameo in the beginning and near the end and stuff. But it was still pretty interesting. And what can I say? It's a pretty good movie. There were a lot of callbacks. There were callbacks to what's left of Jurassic World. We still saw one of the big bubble things. The bubble thing was, of course, very... it was seen a lot in the last movie, so we saw the remains of the bubble thing, that weird bubble riding contraption. And I think they actually had one of the original Jurassic Park, like, go-kart things that they had back then. There were a lot of callbacks here and there. There was even a painting, like a portrait of, like, the guy who created Jurassic Park in the very first movie. So everyone had, like the nostalgia. So it was an interesting movie. What can I say? It was pretty good. Good moments. Good characters. You care about them. I'm sorry if I forget their names. But I am glad that Zia and the other guy were not expendable, because I was like, oh my god, they're going to kill them off, aren't they? But they were like, I don't know, it was interesting. They weren't overly annoying. At first, the guy was kind of annoying because he was with his, sunscreen. He was like wimpy, nerdy, whatever. He was like the one who would complain. He was, I guess, the modern day hipster, whatever you want to call it. But he wasn't that annoying in the end, but, Anyways, guys, Mark Rodriguez here. My final thoughts, it was a good movie. It's still worth watching. It's really up to you if it's like better or worse than the previous movies, if it's enough dinosaur action for you or not. Of course, the ending, the whole climax, more than enough makes up for it, especially when the Endoraptor escapes and stuff like that. But, yeah, it's a pretty good movie. I liked it. I was very entertained. And I'll probably buy it when it comes out, because, yeah, I want to watch it again. I also, I'm recovering from a cold here, and I was just choking and coughing, so I missed part of the movie, a little part when the Endoraptor was out and stuff. I ran out to take care of it, went to the bathroom, whatever, drank some water, whatever, cleared my throat. I came back, and like Macy was in the room, in the bed, and the Endoraptor was trying to get her, and I'm like, how did all this happen? So I missed a lot of it, like 20 minutes or 10 minutes worth. They were on top of the glass greenhouse things, so I may watch the movie again a second time to just kind of see what happened in that little moment, because it feels like I missed out so much in those 5 or 6 minutes. I had to clear my throat and drink water, clear my throat, cough, and all that stuff. So I don't know what I missed. It was like so much. But anyways, guys, Mark Rodriguez here, and I do want to say it's a good movie. Check it out. If you want action, you want some dinosaurs, you want good characters. They're not really throwaway characters. Characters you actually care what happens to them. They watch Jurassic Park Fallen, or I should say Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. See you next time for the review Sanctum, where everything and anything may be reviewed.